Hey, hey, hey! Bear with me a second because there is still streaming going on from the other channel that came before me. Let's see if anybody shows up from there before I make a start. Any of that motley lot. He hasn't raided. Unbelievable. 2 p.m. GMT is 1 hour from now. No, it's not. It's 2 p.m. Oh. Yeah, British summertime I meant. Whoopsie. Flipping clocks. BST, yes. Sorry everyone. Maybe that's why nobody shows up to these streams, because I'm always doing it at the wrong time. Anyway, hello, Firefight, and also Enigma776, and anybody else who's around. It's another stream! Don't usually do 2 in a row, so I'm still knackered from last time. Hey Mikhail, how's it going? Oh, now he's raiding. Fantastic. Can I raid myself? I guess not. Yes, I suspect there's going to be some people coming in very soon. Which platform is this? Well, it ain't no platform yet. This is just a video of the Centre for Computing History. I managed to say it right that time. Which is what we're raising money for. Basically, it's a museum in... Oh, there we go. 34 of you, wow. Yeah. It's a big charity streamathon, as you may have guessed from the previous stream that was on.
Space rupture detected.
Flipping it, guys, chill out. And this is the museum that we're raising money for. And of course, these are all Space Invaders related videos because that's when we went. Yeah, we went for the Space Invaders 40th anniversary, so that's why everything's Space Invaders. And the one you were asking about, FC Den Haag, was the PC version of Space Invaders Anniversary, controlled with bananas. Because that is exactly the sort of thing you need in a museum. Kaneman's does have a Twitch channel, did you not know? Yeah, it's normally Chris O'Regan that runs the streams, but I think... I could be wrong, but I think Garget does some as well. Although I don't know if he's done any for a while. Oh no, FC Den Haag. Oh well. Maybe I'll leave it open for a bit afterwards so anybody who doesn't get paid can still donate. And thank you Yellowbelly1970 for following. Is that Yellowbelly as in the jelly snakes? I think that's what Haribo call them. Yes, and Mikhail does stream on the Kane and Rinse Twitch. It's a busy old place, and yeah, if you don't listen to the Kane and Rinse podcast, wow, excellent podcast. But if I started going on about Kane and Rinse, then we'd be here all night. So, what we're going to be playing. If you look at the schedule, it says 3D platformers, so we're going to be playing some 3D platformers. I've got 2 in mind, and then after that, we're going to go into some DOS shareware. How about that? And the first one, I will just get it loaded up now. Get the PS2 going. Because we're playing a PS1 game. Makes sense, doesn't it? And hopefully the capture card picks you up straight away. Because that will be really, really useful. Yeah, it does. Fantastic. Bear with me while I get it loaded up. So, how's everyone doing this fine Saturday afternoon? It's very sunny today. I look like a lobster because I was sat outside yesterday. So, don't expect any cameras. Put it that way. Right, let's get the game. Where is the game? So this is a game I've never played, but it's one of them that's... It seems to get mentioned a lot when 3D platformers are talked about. And it's one of the early ones. I'm not certain when it was released. It will have most likely been... I want to say 95. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Oh, there we go. I wonder where the audio was, but there it is. Hee. I'll just turn the telly down. You see the telly? Because it's a hotel TV, it always starts on a default volume. Exact! Ultra! Okay, well this is some high quality stuff already. Wow. Thank you, FC Den Haag, for following as well. And now I will shut up. Because cutscene. Oh wow. It's like the intro to G Darius. Well, did you learn anything from that? Because I flipping didn't. Also, Yellow Belly, happy freaking birthday. Seems to be a lot of birthdays around these days. Because it was Trista Bite's birthday yesterday, and it was my mum's birthday the day before. Hey, and I think it's Larry Bundy's birthday today as well. Yeah, so I've never played this game. I'm very interested to see what it's all about. And I don't want to get any spoilers from the blinking demo. Right, so start. Oh, it's one of those that it's circle is the affirmative button, even though this is the US version. Oh well, that was an important cutscene. Right. Already, it's pretty smooth, isn't it? It must be targeting 60. At least in parts. Okay, I can jump. When I'm jumping, I can't turn around. Do the shoulder buttons do anything? They don't seem to. Oh, square shoots. Okay. You know what? I'm already impressed. This looks nice. Can somebody check when this was made? I'm wanting to say 95, but I'm not 100%. Alright, I can use... Oh my goodness. I can use R2 to look to... Oh my goodness, I have feet! Oh right, I see. Wow! I have feet! 95, yeah, thought so. Because this was before Crash and Mario 64. But you know what? This doesn't look bad at all. For its vintage. However, the music doesn't seem to be working properly.
Denting my gate.
Stop denting my gate. Who was that? Can't tell. Can't read it. Yeah, the music isn't working properly because it's running from my network share. So any glitches, blame that. Okay, so far so good. So hang on, what am I going for here? Jet pod. Is that what it says? There's a carrot. Give me the carrot. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I just got attacked by something, I think. Wow. It's all happening. So can I aim by doing this as well? I mean, this really wants right stick support, doesn't it? But this is more of an FPS than... Well, I suppose it's a bit of both, isn't it? FPS 3D platformer. Yeah, I think the audio's completely died. I should really have used my disc, but it's more practical to use it off the network share, except when stuff like this happens, so I have muted the audio. What a shame, it seemed like the music was quite good. Come here, Dragonfly! Right stick support doesn't happen till Alien Resurrection. Yeah, it was became more of a thing in PS2 era. In fact, it became a thing in PS2 era. But there were a few games that did do it for PS1. Yeah, I'm guessing that's... Actually, I don't know. Is that Jumping Flash? Is that who we're playing as? Who knows? Right, I need to get up there then. How on earth am I supposed to get up there? Ah! Flipping heck, what was that? These frogs, man, and they're firing rockets at me. There is just so much going on. It looks like a bunny. It could be a border Leicester sheep. Could be one of those. It's got a woolly look about it. Alright, do I need to jump up to the clock to... Let's try that again. That bunny... I mean, that bunny's got red eyes, so I don't want to know what it's done, but quite frankly, it must be some hard stuff. I have got to work out what on earth, or how on earth. I mean, do I go up here? Oh, hang on. Whoa. I've worked it out. Answers will be noted for the shrink. Brilliant. Oh, am I timed? Oh, no. Alright, I've got to... Got to stop messing around then. What shot me then? Oh. I was expecting that to hit me and kill me, but it did not, thankfully. Right stick was also used in Ape Escape, quite famously, but not for camera. I'm getting hit by a lot of things that I can't see. I do note this is a thing. I also have no idea how to get up there. Is there something in the back, the distance that I'm not seeing because of? Ah, there's a cube. Ah, right. This may be the way forward. Hello. Was that a donation of £4.64? Okay, interesting. I won't complain. Can I jump on top of the windmills? I mean, it seems dangerous, but oh, it looked down for me then. Right, let's just wait. Wait. Balls. I wonder what that thing is at the top that's bouncing around. What's that in aid of? You eat too much carrots. Yeah, you know. These carrots are massive. In fact, yeah, it's got to be a bunny, hasn't it? Because you are collecting carrots. Right, here we go. No. CPC donation, nice. Let's destroy the kiwi. What's this? Rockets? Bye. So, we've established that it's incredibly difficult to get around. Or maybe I'm missing... Oh, you can just land on things' heads as well, because that's good. Either it's difficult to get around, or I'm just missing something. Could you... Oh, you can double jump! You can double jump. Well, why did nobody tell me that? And that explains what's been firing rockets at me all this time. Ah! Carrots give you HP, that makes sense. So this is the real Jazz Jackrabbit 3. Except this came out the year after Jazz Jackrabbit 1, so that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh well. Alright, so this is making loads more sense now. Yeah! Taking names. Can I aim at this thing? Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, there's some geometry issues again. I blame the fact that... I mean, it might just be because I'm playing on a PS2. That may be the issue here. And it might not be compatible. Cause some PS1 games weren't. Depending on the model of PS2 you had, of course. Right, can I get up there? Can I land on this? Just about. And I want this thing. Oh. Oh. Music's come back on, everybody. Alright, so I'm collecting... Oh, I'm shooting balloons. Roman candle? Well, so far so good. This has made a good first impression on me. Yeah, I guess this was before even the dual analog pad was around. Oh, I've got 30 seconds. That's a lot of balloons to destroy in 30 seconds. And they take a couple of hits as well. I don't know what they're made of. Led Zeppelins, clearly. Also, many coins flying around. And quite frankly, I don't think I have time to pick them all up. 4 left, 11 seconds. We can do this. Oh, come on, where's the last one? Oh, it's over there! Come on! Come on! Yeah, there were 2 jumping flashes. I did not know until earlier either. Oh. I thought I'd just entered an existential nightmare, but thankfully not. Yeah, I'll mute the music again because it doesn't seem to want to work for very long. Right, oh, go to exit, okay. Where was the exit? Yeah, this is definitely of the... I mean, I want to say of the style of Mario 64. It really is a collectathon, isn't it? Right, there's our character then. That explains something? I guess that explains something. Hooray! We did it. There was some fanfare. It was very choppy. You'll have to trust me. It's a good game, isn't it? This is the first time I've played it as well, Tristan, and wow, I'm impressed. To say when it was released as well. It has got that strange PS1. Oh, cripes, okay. That's lava. Oh, that's a frying pan over a volcano. Yeah, it has got that strange Japanese style to it. Similar to the likes of Vib Ribbon, which is a game I need to play again. Don't know if you've ever heard of that one. I think I mentioned it yesterday, actually. A frying pan over a volcano. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you could, why wouldn't you? You know? Ah, that's not a volcano. Let's land on that. Let's land on that very flat surface. Like Conker. Oh, you know what? I've never actually played Conker. I feel disappointed, but oh look, that's good. The latest YouTube video thing still doesn't work. That's good. That'll teach me to test things. LSD Dream Simulator. Well, that's not really a 3D platformer though. Ah, does this thing fly upwards if I... Oh, it sort of tries to. It tries to and kind of doesn't do a very good job, really. Double jump! Way! It's a bit daft to have a double jump, though, because it seems like everywhere you need to go, you need to double jump to get there, so... I don't know, it kind of seems like it should be a permanent thing. Hot springs. Oh yeah, we can have a nice jacuzzi. Here we go. Let's just forget all about collecting these carrots. Let's just have a relax. There we are. Nice. What is that over there? Oh goodness, I can't get out of this hot springs now. The sign is slightly useless. Good. Let's try and shoot this thing. Daka daka daka. This is like trying to hit things in battle tanks. Give me the healths. I can see how one would... Time stop. Also frame rate. Again, I blame the various methods that I'm running this with for the hilariously bad frame rate we're getting now. Oh dear. Oh boy. I'm thinking perhaps I should have stuck with emulation. Jeepers creepers. I did launch it earlier just to make sure it was working. I obviously didn't get this far. I better wait this out because I literally cannot control it. That's good. Should have used my disc. I'm not even going to attempt. I hope the time stop doesn't last very long. I mean, it's not stop time because the time's still actually ticking down. So, I feel I've been cheated there. Blimey, come on. I bet it's 30 seconds, isn't it? And 30 seconds is going to be agonising. I mean, I'm sort of getting over the gap. Yeah. What's happening, Sidbox? I'm running this. Oh, it's gone completely black now. Yeah, it's totally died. I mean, it's sort of mostly died. Yeah. Well, I'm running this on the PS2, but it's actually running from a network share. There we go, we're back in the room. So, the combination of it being on a latter-day PS2 plus the fact that it's running off a network share is probably causing a lot of problems. And the thing is, I do have the disc. And, yeah, I should have used that, really. But, well, I didn't think I'd need to. You know? Well, let's jump in the frying pan again, because... Oh, the egg's cooked, I see. Hooray! Stage clear. We've done it. The museum is located in Cambridge, which is kind of the hotspot for computing history in the UK anyway. You know, it's where Sinclair Radionics started. back in the day. Oh, is this a boss? Silicon Fen, yes. It's called Jumping Flash, Trista. It's for the PS1, and there was also a sequel. Potentially it's good, but I have no idea. You'll have to tell me. Oh, goodness. I don't really know how I can avoid this, though. And if I stand still and aim at it, that doesn't really work all that well. I don't really know what the story is, though. I mean, it just seems to be a bunch of disconnected... Oh, well, yes, I have got power-ups. I totally forgot about that. Roman candle! Wow! Okay, that's pretty effective. Okay. Maybe if you didn't point down. Have a cherry bomb, you! That was also red. Oh, crimes! I nearly fell off the edge then. Have that. Wow. Did they all just go for his head? That was pretty grim. Right, now it's just me and my strange Star Fox bullets. And there we go. That is that was the most polygonal dragon I think I've ever seen. There's a third game. There is a third Jumping Flash. Crikey Mikey, this is a bigger series than I thought. Gotta look this up now. Hold on. Jumping Flash 3. Was it called Jumping Flash 3? It was called Robit Mon Dieu. Okay. I'm guessing that's our character, Robit. Man. Oh, so that's also for the PlayStation, 1999. Okay. I think we'll have to do a Jumping Flash special at some stage. Not today, because I do have other another game to play. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. So we'll play another 3 stages of this, and then we'll get on to a different game. Even though I am really enjoying this, but you know, we've got to keep it varied. Oh God! And potentially in the next game we can have the music because it's an actual PS2 game. Desert levels not usually my favourite in games. They're always a bit sandy. And of course, I hate sand, and it's rough and coarse, and you've heard this all before. The speedrun's 12 minutes! Wow! I mean, I think I've spent 12 minutes just playing it now, or even longer. Am I playing Bug? Not today, no. But I will do at some stage. I do intend to play that. I intend to play all the 3D platformers. Or all the major ones anyway, because I'm planning a video on it, which is going to be similar to the pinball video. Don't know if it's going to be quite as long, but I think there are at least 2 distinct eras of 3D platformer, potentially 3. So there may be 3 parts to that as well. It's not quite as fast as the Spyro Enter the Dragonfly speedrun, though, which we almost did yesterday. But that boss was just a little bit too cheap. Oh, boy. Hey, Mikhail, if I can do it with pinball, I can do it with 3D platformers, I'm sure. Actually, the draw distance... not... It's actually good that there's so much fog, just because it helps you to work out how far away things are, which is very useful. I mean, that's something with 3D platformers that a lot of them have an issue with, is judgment of distance. Tomb Raider has a lot to blame for the first era, I guess. Does that count as a 3D platform? I suppose it does, doesn't it? If it was 2D, then it'd be a platformer, wouldn't it? In fact, you could even say that it's a 3D cinematic platformer, because it's got the similar sort of controls to the likes of Abe's Odyssey and Blackthorn, is that one? Flashback and all that. Yeah. I would have said that it's definitely a 3D cinematic platformer. It does have that Super Effects look. I think it's because it's so polygonal. And because of the bullets. The bullets really are giving it that aesthetic. Tank controls, yeah. But again, it does kind of harken back to the sort of grid-based movement of, you know, the 2D cinematic platformers. I mean, Another World less so, but that's as cinematic as you can get. Tried to play it on the PS1 Mini, the Tomb Raider, yeah. I've got it for DOS. I don't intend to play it today, that's not one of my DOS games that are on the cards. Spyro's tank controls are a pain when you're in a tank. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that yesterday. We weren't quite sure why Spyro was in a tank, or indeed why there were tanks in the sort of stereotypical dojo. But hey, so that's Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for you. Let's go to the bonus level. Alright. Oh, is it more balloons? Hold on. Let's have some audio. Some audio, now it's working again. Professionalism, eh? Don't you just love it? I do quite like the UI as well. It's got a bit of a Mega CD feel to it, actually, with all their crazy UIs. Here's the thing, the original Sonic racing game, he wasn't in a car. Hey, if I was pro, technically pro, as in earning money, believe me, I would still be just as quote-unquote professional as I am now. Gotta stick true to your roots. Sonic R. I think I've only played it once. There's 4 left. Where? Where are you, you jerks? I like the floor where they've got grass that mown bonus into. Yeah, the UI is really nice. I like the springy thing at the top. I will leave the music on until it breaks again. How about that? Which sounds like it's going to very, very quickly. In fact, the UI's got a little bit of that ZX Spectrum style to it, you know, with the sort of large graphics surrounding the screen. But of course, there's more of the screen in use. Yeah, it'd be fun to Breaking Bad Bunny. Is that the name for it now? It's all good, man. Tell you what. Speaking of Breaking Bad, I cannot wait for the next series of Better Call Saul. Oh boy. That is such a good series. Music's broken again. Let's mute it. There we go. Hee. I'm amazed at how good it's got, because it started out good, but you were sort of thinking, well, it's good, but it's no Breaking Bad sort of thing. And now, at the point where it's at now, I'm kind of thinking, well, is this worse than Breaking Bad? Because I don't think it is. I think it's at least on par. Yeah, it's a good series. Got another Roman candle. Very useful, these Roman candles. Where the heck is the last carrot? Let's see if we can find it. You think Saul is the better show? I'm inclined to agree, honestly. I feel like because it's focused on a very limited set of characters, it's got stronger character relations, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm no TV critic, so I'm probably talking complete bunkum, but you know, that's the way I feel about it anyway. Where is this carrot? They usually show up on the screen, but maybe I'm just not getting close enough to it. I started down there, didn't I? Is that it up there? No, that's an enemy. Carrot! Where are you, Carrot? It's interesting that we've also managed to play 2 bunny-related games. Entirely by accident. I mean, the first one wasn't by accident, but the second one certainly was. So can I reach up there? I don't think I can. Yeah, you don't mess with Kim Wexler. That much is for certain. Picard. I did watch the first episode, and it was okay. But I didn't end up watching any of the others because I don't have Prime. I think it's on Amazon Prime, isn't it? I watched it at my brother's house first time, and then everything happened, so I couldn't watch it anymore. But apparently I didn't really. Oh, I shouldn't have bothered because. Well, apparently it's awful, and FC Den Haag, yes, is agreeing with me there. Apparently it's just too dark for its own good, and I think that's the problem with the modern Star Trek stuff. Discovery does kind of the same thing. It's just too dark, and that's not what Star Trek's all about. Too woke for my... Yeah. Yeah, that's the impression I got when I read what people were saying about it. Observe! We have found the final carrot. Now we've just got to get to it. So I guess how did I get up there before? Or maybe I'll just have to move on because I'm running out of time here. Oh god, I'm getting shot! Picard gets better, but they seem to have been rushed and needed more episodes, I see. Are they actually going to make a series 2? Because from what I can gather... Oh no! Oh no! Damn it! Done it again. And I knew what it was before I touched it, but it's too late. It's just too late. At least I can potentially pick up these coins. Yeah, I can see how this would be a quick speedrun. If you're playing it on the correct platform, that is. The Adventures of 7 of 9. You see, like I say, I only watched the first episode, so I don't entirely know what the deal was there. But I did hear that she was really good, so. And I would actually be interested to see what happened to her after Voyager. Because I did really enjoy Voyager. In fact, it's the only Star Trek series that I've seen all the way through. The use of strong language is still... Yeah. I think that's the problem. You see, there's so many TV shows going on now that are really good. I'm struggling to find the time to even watch one. And that one being Better Call Saul. Come on, it's gone... There we go, thank you very much. Now, I need to get up there, which means going on that platform there. What? Oh, I was about to say it really needs a compass, but on the top right there is in fact a minimap, so that'll do. It's not really a compass as such because it doesn't tell me where north is, but I guess I just need to make sure I'm going in the opposite direction to where I was going, which is easier said than done for me because I'm terrible with directions. Wolfbacker. So was it this way? Oh, I hope so now. So I think if I jump from here, then I'll get onto that platform. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll hit the ceiling of the level. So, you know what, let's just give up on that. Let's go to the next level. Hopefully I can without collecting everything. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of time, look. 10 minutes seems like a lot until it's not. Let's just jump on the Flintstones house. Get ourselves to the exit. The exit that's behind Stonehenge, which is in the desert for some reason. Oh, do I have to collect everything? Oh, flipping hell, okay. So this is a true hardcore collectathon. Nothing is optional. Come on. I'll get that, whatever it is. Give me that. Time extend, that's useful. Ah, I may actually be able to jump from here. Come on! Yes! Hopefully. Yeah, that's close enough, innit? Get rid of the flower. You know what else this is reminding me of? Or rather, something that has definitely been inspired by this to some capacity. Doom the Golden Souls, which is a mod for Doom 2, which makes it into a 3D platformer. And yeah, they've definitely seen this. It's got such a similar feel to it. Definitely worth checking out if you're a Doom fan. In fact, the third one is currently in progress, and it is shaping up to be a really good mod. Stage clear. Didn't even get any bonuses. What a modern day tragedy. Right, let's see how long this one takes. Oh, Doctor Who. I feel like there were some decent ideas with the recent Doctor Who, but the writing was just abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Alright, so this one looks like it's going to be indoors. It's got a very Serious Sam aesthetic, this one. Yeah, Serious Sam came later, though. Come on, Enigma, tell me what you know about Doom. Oh, that looks like a bomb. Is it a bomb? Yes, it is a bomb. Yeah, the writing, man, it was just a joke. It was like a bad edutainment game. You know what else I appreciate as well, actually, about this? When you get hit, it goes all staticky, which is a cool... It's just a really nice... refined and polished game. They knew what they wanted to do with it, and they did it really well, I think. Yeah, I think it's turned into Power Slave more than anything. When was that, 96? I keep forgetting I have these power-ups, but they don't seem to be required. Serious Thermostatic Sips. I can't even say it once. Serious Thermostatic. I guess it is a kids' TV show, but... Not... Oh, no. Avoid. Avoid. That's like when you play an Arkanoid or something and you've got the bad power-ups that you don't want to touch. Right, I've got to be careful now because we've got this spider that's shooting me. It's a surprise spider. Oh god, it's shooting me with Quake nailgun bullets. There we go. Yeah, and the previous Doctor Who series have had decent writing. I mean, it's not been that. There's times when it's been excellent, and there's times when it's been, you know, not great, but fine. I am nearly dead. And I don't really mind that there was a female lead, to be honest, because you know it's just a female lead, isn't it? And they could have done it just fine, but the writing was just so bad. Yeah, it's gone all Quake 1 on us. Kind of wish I had... Oh, there we go. I've died. I've died. Where's my Roman candles gone? Have one of them. Since I seem to be getting power-ups... Oh, hello. Speaking of Quake. Now it's become Wolfenstein 3D. And brilliantly I got health and not something a bit more useful. Why give me health at the start of the level? I say they didn't give Capaldi enough time. I also say they didn't give the Sonic Shades enough time because they were just inspired. I think they should have kept the Sonic Shades. Because you know why they did that? They did that so that kids who couldn't afford an official Sonic screwdriver toy could just get any pair of cheap sunglasses and then they'd have their own Sonic Shades. Oh god, there it is again. We have to be very careful. Yeah, modern society is far too woke for me. See if we can get past this level and then we'll move on. Because I'm sure you guys are getting fed up of there being no audio. How much damage did I take from that? I can't really tell how much health I've got now. That seems to have broken as well. This game is held together by duct tape and chewing gum, by the looks. Oh, do I need to throw a cherry bomb at this wall? I guess not. Oh, is that where I started? I guess it probably is, actually. The map is not very useful. Bugs. Alright, it was this way, wasn't it? So I've got the carrot down there. Carrot. I think with some things you've just got to kind of leave it. If you something that you enjoyed as a child, I think sometimes it's better to keep the memory rather than go back to it. I can't think of any particular examples at the moment though, because you know it's on the fly and I'm streaming. Brother Captain Birdseye, we're playing Jumping Flash. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a lot better than I expected it to be. Early 3D platformer for the... Sorry, what were we saying earlier about the rabbit being on something? Well, let's keep going. Now it's become Rise of the Triad. oh, conveyor belt. I can't get past that, I imagine. Actually, yeah, it's not a million miles away from a Rise of the Triad, really, because that had some vaguely platforming elements. Stop pushing your bombs around. I don't want it. What did I just get hit by? Honestly, I think the respawning enemies are back as well from your stream, Chris. Oh no! Don't want that again. This rabbit's had enough. RC Robo Rabbit. Right. The game really could do with strafing though. Unless there is a strafe button, but I haven't found it yet. No, there doesn't seem to be one. I'm going to die again, aren't I? Oh, God. Have these, whatever they are. They're like them comedy snakes you can get from the fun fair. Wow, you can't even jump over the conveyor belt. Right, well, it seems that I'm struggling to get past that level. So, we'll leave that for now, and we'll move on to our next game. Which is another game that I've never played, but, again, does get brought up a lot during discussions around 3D platformers. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. And it's one that I saw on a demo disc as well. So this is a PS2 game, so we're jumping ahead a bit. This looks like a promo game for a sweetie. I can see that. Oh. It would be useful if the PlayStation 2 reset when I tap the reset button. But it does not. Not all the time. Turok. I had a lot of trouble with Turok. That was another one that was trying to be a platformer, but the problem with it is, a lot of people say, oh, it's a fantastic game. But I just found it a bit too generic. It was trying to be Quake 2, and there weren't enough dinosaurs in it either. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with Turok. Now, Turok Evolution on the Game Boy Advance, that is a piece of work, let me tell you. That is way better than it should be. And it's certainly better than the PS2 game. Because it's like Metal Slug and it's great. Nothing has enough dinosaurs, you're absolutely right. Plenty of dinosaurs in Animal Crossing though. Okay, here we go. Let's have some audio. Hands up if you recognise this one. I'm so looking forward to playing this. Also, we're going to get some tutorials, no doubt. That was a great cutscene. So here we go, this is Sly Cooper, aka Sly Raccoon. And the Thievus Raccoonus. Yeah. So yeah, I remember seeing this on a demo disc, and it was just a video. But I thought, wow, that looks amazing. And I think I asked my mum for it, and it was one of them where she didn't know what it was, so she didn't end up getting it. The aesthetic is incredible. It doesn't look... I mean, it looks like it could have been made today. But that's we're only on the menu. So, oh, wow.
Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley.
Flippin'
You're
heck.
safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on
When is
me.
this set?
Eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside,
I was under the impression that this was like
All right. I'm going.
1800s.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Alright. Let's see what this is all about. So we've got, of course, the right stick. Oh, we've got the credits during the
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things.
intro sequence as well.
Or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to send
Also, we're going to get a lot of exposition.
which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold
I believe it did with the Captain Birdseye.
perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue.
Oh, it's one of these where they talk about the buttons on the controller within the game. Oh, there we go, look. Ah, so follow the blue lights, that's what we're playing here. I can't tell if... There does seem to be some kind of double jump, but I don't seem to get any extra height from doing so. Really. Lotus! How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Oh, boy.
Careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a crisp.
Oh, well, why bother with the alarms if you're gonna kill me anyway? Is it gonna have Donald Duck style instructions? Well, not so far. It seems to be easing me in and not stopping me well, it's stopping me quite a bit, but not egregiously. I'm doing all right, mate. Just playing some excellent. I mean, already I'm impressed by this. With both games today have been fantastic.
Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
The red door, not the green door. Can I get in the green door? Won't you let me in so I can find out what's behind the green door? Oh, no. Okay. This game, like I say, I've never played this game. This is Sly Cooper for the PS2, aka Sly Raccoon if you're from the UK. And egregious always just makes me think of Pauline from the League. Oh, right, here we go. Right, and there's a very useful open window.
Must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get
Yes, in fact, I think I've worked it out already. It's Hotline Miami style. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Lord Arse, thank you so much for donating. Where are we up to now? I can't really read it. Hold on a sec. If I make it bigger. £274.64. So that'll have gone up because for some reason it updates the ticker instantly, but not the progress bar, which is a bit odd. Wow, we've done really well so far, haven't we? Let's keep it going. I'm collecting so much money. I hope this money's useful. I'm gonna, in fact, let's destroy everything in the office because, you know, just to send a message, I guess. Oh,
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try
oh, that's useful. So somebody wrote it down in plain text. 937. Ah. I can barely read the numbers. Very secure. What's that on the top? Is that a bottle of flipping scotch?
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Let's see if anybody can donate that last. Oh, little calling card as well. Nice. Let's just smash everything in the office as well because that's exactly what every master thief should do. What did you just do then? I think I accidentally hid around the corner then. Oh, I think I've done it all. Hooray! And now I've got to find the getaway.
Criminal!
Oh gosh.
You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Oh, I already fenced that, mate.
Token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
Nah.
Rendezvous.
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just...
This
dropped
this smack talk.
I think you've had it long enough.
Oh, it's gonna be one of these, is it? Some master criminal. Although this is now become Green Bridge from Payday the Heist. In fact, yeah, not even that far off either. Can I destroy the police cars? Those police cars are surely too small for anybody to drive them.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector
Oh,
Carmelita
wow.
Fox the slip.
Got a cartoon
I was surprised
cutscene.
to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this,
Oh,
I could
it's
avenge
a
my
file on
family
himself.
and gain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see,
Let's
I come
let's
from a long
watch
line
this
of master
cutscene out.
thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient
While
vault.
it's playing, actually, I'm gonna find out some info about this. Sly,
Anyone
goodbye.
who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing
Sucker
from
Punch
criminals.
Productions. You see, I've
After
never
all,
heard of them.
There's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people.
And
You
this
rip
was
off a master
2002.
criminal, you know
That's
you're a
incredible,
master
isn't it?
thief.
This looks better than
Well, on the
some
night I was supposed to
later
inherit the
PS2
book,
games.
5 visitors came unannounced to our door.
Incredible.
My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until
I
they
hope you're
found
paying attention to this
the
exposition, because I'm
thieviest
not.
raccoons. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes.
So, oh, they've not even got a
Broken alone, I was
Wikipedia
dumped at
page,
the
these
town
guys.
orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew.
MOBA games.
Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray,
Sucker
part-time
Punch
driver and full-time
Productions.
person. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the thieviest raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become
There was a
master
HD
thief
collection
like
for
my
PS3, which I
ancestors
do
before me,
have.
or
Never played.
fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Oh wow, okay. So they also made the infamous. How do you pronounce that? Infamous, whatever it is. That series. Oh. No way. MOBA Games. It's only got a 3.9 out of 5 rating on MOBA Games. That's very poor. That can only mean that the second and third games are even better.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters.
But yeah, as with many PS2 games, there's going to be a lot of dialogue.
I've got them all here on my computer.
PS2 exclusive. That may be why some people haven't heard of it.
I've already plotted a route to our
Oh yes, it's one of these menus where it's kind of like the Pinball Hall of Fame series. And there's many others that have done this where you walk around the room. I think it was Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know if it was the first, but it was certainly an early example of it. Of walking around a room to select things.
I've already plotted a route.
Okay, let's do our next mission.
The road trip gave me the time I needed
Oh,
to study
more,
up on Sir Raleigh the Frog.
More dialogue.
As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand
Kind
at
of
a bit
teeth,
of
man.
piracy.
Frogs don't have
to his
teeth.
liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Wrath, a small
This is
island
really like playing a
situated
cartoon,
in
isn't
the
it?
middle of the perilous Welsh
Even
tribe.
with the mystery machine. Oh wow, even with the flipping title cards. And it's crashed! Oh yes! Who'd have thought it? Oh, I hope it's saved. I hope it's got that that PS2 era innovation that is the autosave. Great. We had this yesterday. What else crashed? Was it Donald Duck that crashed? You know what? The funny thing is, I've never had a game crash before on stream. It's only when there's people actually here. No, there's people for the other streams. It's only when there's an important thing, there's an important reason for streaming that things go wrong. Bye. Sly Cooper. My PS2 is fine. It's one of the newer ones as well. Newer. It's not a 2014 model, unfortunately, but it is a latter day fat model. So it should be pretty reliable, and it's not, like I say, it's not running off disk. So I mean that could be part of the problem, but I've never had a problem with it before. Come on, we've seen the cutscene. Stick 10p in it and crank the handle. Is that a special kind of controller? Right, can I load the game? Yes! Wrap it in a towel. Do I need to turn it upside down? It doesn't have to be a fat model, no. It can be either fat or thin, because if you have the fat model you can have the network adapter on the back, but the thin model's already got it built in, so. Come on, we've heard it. I think I had 3, maybe 4 memory cards back in the day.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
All the slim PS2s I have got network adapters on the back. Got it built in. Right, can I skip
The road
this?
trip gave me the
Because we've
time
seen it
I needed
already.
to study up on Sir
I can't
Raleigh
skip
the
it. Is this a
Frog.
loading screen? Is that why?
As a
Yeah,
young man,
pressing every
this
button.
hot-tempered
It's not happening.
frog grew bored of his
Damn
life
it.
of luxury and privilege. On a whim,
I better just
he tried
check
his
my
hand at piracy.
silver PS2 actually, just to... Oh.
Raleigh,
I would if I knew where it
who
was.
became
It's,
addicted to crime, was brought into the
is it
Fiendish
there?
Five as chief
No, I
machinist,
don't know where it is.
where his
Oh,
evil tinkering genius
it's
rose
my
to new
pink
heights.
PS2 sat on top of it. That's why.
The
Yeah,
last reported sighting of this
yeah,
mad
that's got a
machinist was
network
off the
adapter in the
soggy
back,
coast of
built-in
the Isle of
Ethernet
Wrath,
port.
a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh triangle.
What, you mean this seat? it's a feature. It's a feature. Hey, it's loaded this time. Hooray! I need to get a new chair, to be honest. I was going to go to IKEA and get one, but reasons. Because this one's on the wonk, which is really annoying. And also, it's got a thing where you can lock it so it doesn't lean backwards.
The whole damn Covenant fleet.
But when I do sort of lean back on it, sometimes it comes out, so I just end up flying backwards on my seat. No IKEA in Peterborough, guess why? Well, I have no idea. Somebody just hosted. What host Snorkers? How's it going, man? You keep forgetting what this game's called. You forgot what the last game was called as well. It's called Sly Cooper. And the Thievis Raccoonus.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission.
Oh, is it doing the flipping
It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
audio delay as well? Of course it is.
Okay, but remember, you can
You only climb on certain objects.
certain objects. Like
3D compatible, incredible.
Yeah, sure. And like that ladder there.
Oh, that's very strange, Enigma. That makes no sense at all. You'd think they'd at least have an outlet store.
get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Right, I'll just deactivate it and reactivate it so we'll get rid of that audio delay. Hopefully. That's a bit better. There's always going to be an inherent one because, well, because it's running through an OSSC and then through my capture card and then through OBS, so... So circle is the do everything button, it seems, which is useful. Also, what are these messages in bottles? I wonder what that's all about. Hey! Other way. Yeah, you can get the HD trilogy on PS3. It's not actually badly priced either. It's something like is it only a tenner? It might be 15 quid. Jumping Flash and Sly Cooper, Trista. I will remind you again when we finish. Privata. Can I look at this? Oh no, I can blow it up. Fantastic. There's a man there with a giant hammer. I probably don't want to mess with him. Although it's... Oh no, it's a bear. I was going to say it's one of those situations where you've got humans in a world full of animals, but no, it's a bear. 7 hours, man. 7 hours. I mean, I thought my 3 hours was enough, but flipping it out. No. Int water. Brilliant. Hopefully there's an infinite lives sort of game as well. No, it's not. 4 stupid lives. Why are there lives? Get rid of lives. This isn't an arcade game. Do I need to pick up all the stuff again? No. How do I see what I've got? Just pause, okay. So I don't need to pick up the messages in bottles. Thought Twitch had a limit on how much you can stream. That wouldn't surprise me, given the situation. It's amazing how many just characters in general can't swim. Obviously, they don't have swimming schools in video games. In fact, it's interesting to see that a character can't swim in a 3D platformer, because normally that's the point at which they can swim. Like they start in 2D, fall in the water and immediately die. As soon as they get to 3D, they can swim. Oh, it's on PS4 as well. I suppose that would make sense. Oh, it's a walrus! Okay, I got it wrong both times. Oh, I hope you didn't need that wheel. I mean, you are smashing your ship with a hammer, so it's not really going to end well for you. Okay. What was that in aid of? Alright, so I think the thing is you're not allowed to be on 24 hours on your own. Is that the deal? Like if you're doing a 24-hour stream, you've either got to take a break or you've got to get somebody else to stand in for you for a bit. Oh look, we've got lights.
See those searchlights? One careless step and you'll
Robotron did a 48 hours.
combustion.
48 hours. No way.
Just trying to keep you alive.
Also, Small Soldiers for PS1. No way.
I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one and I can checkpoint your progress.
Ah, that's useful. Oh, pardon me. Checkpoints. Hooray. That's what we need. So I've got to not go into the light. Well, I was going to say surely that's easy, but A, I die in one hit it seems. And B, I didn't realise that they were bracken that I couldn't go into. So I didn't even reach checkpoint. Well done me. I hope you didn't come here expecting pro gamer moves. Oh God, I did want to do a 24-hour stream at some point with a friend for charity. Never ended up doing it, and to be honest, I don't think I would be able to keep it up for that long, because my throat does tend to only last for a few hours. That's why I only do 3-hour streams, but because by the end of the 3 hours I'm completely incoherent and my throat is totally gone. Ignore what the bot's saying, the bot is talking rubbish. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What did we just get? I think... Yes! We're over 300 quid, everybody! Bam, said the lady! Etc, etc. That's a Halo quote. Don't blame me. £300. Drinking water. Indeed. 300 squidders! That means I've got to sing the first 2 tracks from Daytona, USA. You jerks. Awesome. Jurassic Park, was there? Jurassic Park?
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
Yes. I mean, it could be both.
It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the red ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Because he's a frog, you jerk.
Shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh-
Definitely lay off the booze, yeah. I mean, I think Jeremy Parish from, what is it? From Retronauts does a Nintendo stream. I know that much. Don't know how that goes. It was a cheering Alan Partridge format. I see. I thought you were saying that there was a 3D platformer of Jurassic Park, and I would have played the heck out of that. Oh, crimes! Yes, go and. I did have a witty phrase for that, but it disappeared out of my head before I could have a chance to say it. Go and eat. Go and have a food. See you in a bit. Good grief. This game... this game's hardcore. Also, thank you Tom41 EOT for following. EOT being an early web font format. I got a 1-up. Hooray. Have a good kip, Trista. I suppose it makes sense that you die so easily being a stealth game. But I mean, these guards, surely they would inform somebody as soon as they saw this guy, rather than try and fight them off themselves. Am I going to sing a cappella from Rolling Start? I'm going to sing whatever the karaoke version of Daytona USA gives me. Trespasser would count as a 3D plat. No! No! I think calling that a platformer is very... in fact, calling that game is very charitable. It's a shame. It has some good ideas, but it was just... I think it was ahead of its time, and not in a good way. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention to that. What did he say? Oh, there we go. You circle. Circle is the do everything button. Trespasser was a difficult time. Yeah. I wanted Darius to sing Only You a cappella doing all the instruments. Darius the arcade game? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah, the health indicator is a tattoo on your boobs. The boobs that stick out for about a mile. Brilliant. Is that another donation? Gold. Oh, don't put me off. Goldfish on Gamma just donated a £5. Fantastic. And it seems that the alert box is working today, which it wasn't doing yesterday. It was very... Ooh. Don't want to get caught. This is like that bit in Crash to Insanity. Oh. What's he throwing at me? Starfish. Get lost, you. It's very useful that I don't have to hide the bodies. Darius from Popstars with Will Young and Gareth Gates. News to me.
Large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottles you've been collecting.
Oh, clues in bottles, were they?
You can locate all the clues in this area. I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Nice. Definite 3D platformer where you've got to collect pointless stuff to get other pointless stuff. It's the way it goes, folks. There's another one up there. Oh, this is going to be a tricky bit of jumping. In fact, this reminds me of one of the skull locations from Halo 3. In fact, can I even get up there? Oh no, I need to use the rope there, don't I? A cappella trifecta. Be like Smooth McGroove, but slightly less professional. I got a key! What does this do? Yeah, you got to remember I'm considerably younger than seemingly everybody else in the chat, and yet I've been accepted like a brother. You see, without me, you wouldn't know about all these amazing 3D platformers, you know? Oh. That explains what the key was for. If I had to describe it as anything, it would be an FPS. Trespasser. Prowling the grounds. Tell you what. Like I say, this game could have been made today, couldn't it, with this aesthetic and art style. It is aged extremely well, and it controls really well as well. Like, I've not mentioned the controls because usually when you mention controls, they're awful. But this plays like a dream. Plays like a dream.
But your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to
There's
do
a Spyro
that,
2 moment here.
you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
I've got a stick!
So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you.
In fact, Sly himself does sound quite a bit like he's inspired by
Follow them to your
old Solid Snake.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I really should be paying attention to these cutscenes, shouldn't I? I think they're telling me important things. Oh. Well, that was some good physics. Just flopped on the ground. Ooh. There's a one up there.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
Oh, goodness! That wasn't quite as prescribed as I thought. The best PS3 platformers are the re-released ones. I noticed that nobody's mentioned Ratchet and Clank yet. That is an excellent game. I did consider playing it today, but I want to play this instead. Oh goodness, you know what this looks like? What's that DLC from Fallout New Vegas? Is it Honest Hearts? The one where you're in that mansion? Dead Money, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, you're in a casino, aren't you? Right, so I've got to get the keys to get into that. I can put in one of the keys.
2 keys left to go.
Thanks. I love how showy he is with his animations as well. It's just... He's so well made, and it's amazing to think that this is only this developer's second game. It's incredible. The first game being... Hold on. I did have it up before. Rocket Robot on Wheels, which is a game I've definitely heard of, and it is another 3D platformer. Yes, that's another one for the list. Definitely going to give that a go then. Okay, do we take out this squid? Cthulhu type. Boink! Did he blow the whistle on me? Is that bad news? I appear to be sweating quite profusely now. Tak and the Power of Juju. Oh, that's a one-up! Okay. Yeah, I never played that one. It didn't really appeal to me. Back in the day. Robbie Rocket Pants. I'm sure I've heard of that as well. Rule of games, if it has your face, it's a one-up. Well, you can kind of understand a horseshoe being a one-up.
Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
Please stop saying the names of the buttons. There we go. Right, if I move slowly, does this guy see me? Yes, he does, so it doesn't actually matter. Go! Yeah, characters' faces are always one-ups. Oh, God! No, no! Ah, that's what the horseshoe does.
Crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key and sabotage his machine while you're at it.
Give up, you. Why has he got so many walruses working for him? Also, can I just say, major hat success.
Remember, Sly,
I think almost everybody has been wearing a hat
blue stealth aura
thus far.
performs super sneaky thief moves.
Can I swing this around, or do I just need to... Yeah, just needed to wait. Now it's gone all Rayman 3 on us. Rayman 3 being another excellent 3D platformer. And that's kind of what we came to the conclusion of yesterday. Is that all the 3D platformers are either good or bad, and the good ones are really good, and the bad ones are extremely bad. Because there's a lot to go wrong. Hatman do. Really? Does this game start Anderson Cooper? I have no idea. Oh, goodness. I lost a message in a bottle. This makes me sad. I kind of need Rayman's helicopter hair here. Oh, 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 one up, yes. Oh gosh. Oh goodness, this is going to be difficult. In fact, it's going to be extremely difficult because my vision keeps getting blocked by the one behind. Oh. It goes transparent if you're far enough ahead. So it's a bit confusing now. Oh no! That wasn't very fair. That was not very fair. Oh, now I've got to do all this again. Oh, balls. Cheap, very cheap. This bit's hard. Don't like it when it's hard. Concentration sounds. Okay, now, and there we go. Timed it just right. Ah, now there's a question for you. Does Tenchu count as a 3D platformer? That's an interesting one. Because it's got platforming bits in. Oh, hey up, what do I do here then? Surely I don't stand on that, it looks very dangerous. Ah! I've worked it out. 3D stealth them up. You see, these things look like barbed wires, but apparently I can just climb across them. Oh great, now where? Oh, do I really need to jump and land on that? Yes. Actually, that was easier than I was expecting it to be. This is extremely dangerous. Whee. I'm loving the control. It controls so well. It's reminding me just a little bit, and not in terms of how it controls, more so the fact that it controls well. N++. That is an excellent platformer, and if there was a 3D version of that, it would probably feel quite a lot like this. Oh, I hope I didn't... Oh, there we go. What do I use to capture PS2 footage? What it is, I've got my PS2 hooked up to RGB SCART splitter, with one signal going to a very small CRT, which I'm playing on at the moment, and the other signal going into an OSSC, which converts it up to HDMI, scales it up, and chucks it towards my capture card, which is an Elgato HD60 Pro in my computer, and then that goes through to OBS and then streams it all for the world to see. Unfortunately, it does have the issue, and I don't know how... I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, I got the posture, didn't I? It's fine. I don't know how obvious or noticeable this is, your end, but I do have to bump the brightness up quite a bit because the signal that comes through to the capture card is really dark. Not got the same issue with the one that goes to telly though, that looks fine, so I don't really know what's going on there. It's an odd one. Hold on a minute, what am I supposed to be doing here? Hang on, am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Or am I? Okay, I'm a wee bit confused. Can't get it through OBS, it won't come through, so I only do Elgato software. What did I do to get it working? I don't think I did anything special, it is just the fact that it's going through the OBS that's making it high res. And in fact, OBS sees it where the Elgato doesn't. If I open it in the game capture software, it doesn't see a thing because it's not in quite the right resolution. But OBS sees it just fine, so that's useful. Oh look, here's the key! This whole place seems like a violation of health and safety. You got workers down here. Thank goodness I didn't have to go all the way back. That's interesting. Are you trying to play games in PAL? That might be the issue, might it? Because the PAL resolution is 576i, and I suspect the Elgato just can't see the upscale version of that because it's weird. Also, very useful that the 1-up respawns. Yeah, that might be worth checking. Latest OSSC firmware.
Jackpot, Sly! Look at all this stuff! Must be worth millions! And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get...
Cyber security. I mean, it's not quite what I think of when you say the word cyber security. What's your SIEM solution then? How are you protecting your endpoints? Not very well, it seems. Oh! Goodness gracious. Can't do that. That's cheating. How come it's following me around when theoretically it shouldn't be able to see me, should it? Yeah, it might just be a case. You can get them OSSC packs, can't you? Oh. Well, I wasn't sure what to expect there, but I survived. I'm not sure who does them, but I think if you look up... It might be Smoke Monster that does the OSSC packs. No, he does all the emulator stuff and he does the Mister stuff as well. So, maybe worth a butcher's. Oh, gosh. I slipped. Can raccoons swim in real life? I assume they can. Stop it, you. Give over. Those are like them stinking dogs at the on the first boss of Spyro. Dogs that belly flop you. They're flipping awful, them dogs. Oh, right, this bit's safe. What I have to do when I go into OBS, I have to deactivate it and reactivate it before it'll show anything. Because it's very fussy if it changes resolution, which could cause problems for certain games. I know there were quite a few PS1 RPGs that change resolution all the time. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? So, definitely try that as well. If it's not coming up with anything, just deactivate it, reactivate it. Hopefully it'll work. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. StarTech. Didn't realise there were capture cards. In fact, I wouldn't have thought that a StarTech capture card would be any good, because I've got back in like 2010. Oh crap. L1.
Remember, Slime, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth forest to perform super sneaky thief moves.
I've set off the alarm. Now what? Do I just have to hide? Yeah, back in 2010 or so, when I started watching a certain YouTuber who Enigma will be familiar with, I'm sure you can all guess. I wanted to make my own YouTube videos, so I was also watching a lot of, yes, that's him. I was also watching a lot of Machinima at the time, Halo 3 Machinima, and I thought, I'm gonna do some of that. I'm gonna be the next big thing. I don't actually think I was thinking that. I was just thinking that it looked fun. It looked like something I could do. So, I did some research and I bought myself a thing called an Easy Cap. Now, the Easy Cap only takes a chat app, only takes a composite signal, so already it's a problem. But it also only supports NTSC video, which meant that all my videos that I tried to make with the Easy Cap were all black and white. I've still got it somewhere. I think it's in a drawer now. It's made of that weird plastic that goes really sticky after a while. Maybe I'll give it a go and make a video about it. That'd be fun. Have a 2011 style Let's Play. Can you imagine? God. It's slightly above recording your telly.
My knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right. Applying significant rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
What?
Something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough.
Isn't that what I just said?
Well, hang on, where was I looking there? Here? Oh, right. I see. Let's run along the wheel. Guessing this is where I need to go. Yeah, Brother Captain Birdseye. I distinctly remember the first Ashen's video that I watched. It was the Chintendo V, or the Kensington V, should I say. Because it was getting towards Christmas 2008. I remember it very distinctly. And I was showing my dad the Wii. Make of that what you will. And we were looking at the fake ones, and we found Ashen's video. And my laptop was on mute at the time because we were just looking at it. And he said, "I'll turn the sound on." So I turned the sound on, and I think it was at the point where he was talking about Pac-Man choking on a block. And yeah, instant subscribe. Oh, crimes. Well, there goes Sly. Melted. Had a Terminator 2 death there. Oh. Yeah. The halcyon days of 2008 YouTube, eh? when anybody could be anything, and it was actually YouTube, not who we want to be tube. Speaking of which, actually no, let's not get into that. We want this to be a positive place, not a complaining about everything place. I wonder if these coins have any significance beyond just giving me one-ups. It'd be nice if there was some way to spend them, like... Well, I think games of this era did get into the alternate costumes thing, which was quite nice. And of course you earned them in-game instead of having to pay for them, which was great. Right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, whoa, okay. Beta, yeah, oh wow, you've been watching a while then, Enigma. Oh, balls. Not really sure how to... Oh, there we go. Also, the days when you didn't have to mine furiously to find class tat, yeah, indeed. Yeah. The tat well has run a bit dry, hasn't it? China's getting too much for its own good. In fact, I was very tempted. There's some there's some interesting flash carts on AliExpress. Once this is all over, all this current situation, I may order them because they're very cheap, and I want to see if they're actually, well, if they'll do a job basically. There's one you can get one for the GBA and one for the N64. Now, I don't expect the N64 one to be any use whatsoever, but the GBA one seems to work from what I've read. Hang on a minute, have I just come back on myself? I think I have, haven't I? Balls. Guys, you're supposed to tell me when I'm doing something like that. You have the AliExpress GBC one. I didn't find any others. I only found the GBA and the N64. How is it? Amazingly, they both work great. Oh, right. Nice. And it's not expensive either, is it? And the GBA one's something like 15 quid. The N64 one a bit more. Because it's an ED64, isn't it? Which is a... Well, it's a flash cart. It's a known quantity, almost. Oh, all the tats in Egypt, says Enigma776. Good to know. Well, I managed to get a game over by ballsing up that jump again. So... Let's move on to some DOS games, shall we? DOS games. I won't try again. Maybe we'll come back to it in a bit if I run out of DOS games. There's quite a few I want to play, so I don't think that's going to happen. And we will revisit this on a future stream, because this game is ace. Oh, sorry, I meant Brother Captain Birdseye. I'm getting confused. You have to press reset for it to record the save file. That's the thing with... That's kind of a thing with the Mister as well. Because it doesn't save things automatically. You have to go into the menu and specifically save the RAM. Which is a bit annoying. Oh, did the NES do that as well? Interesting. It's because it's dumping the RAM, isn't it? You can't press power on an N64 because it's a Switch. Anyway, DOS games. So I'm going to show you some interesting shareware that I'm hoping you haven't seen. I have streamed it before, but it was years and years ago, so... I say years and years. How long have I been streaming now regularly? Quite a long time. Yeah. So I'm hoping you've never heard of this, because this is a piece of my childhood that seems to have been only my childhood, if that makes sense. Hey, who's texting me? So here we go. DOSBox. No real hardware here, unfortunately. Sometimes it just can't be done. I mean, I do have it set up so I can record from my Windows XP machine, but that doesn't really do DOS very well. Okay. don't even need to do deer because I know what deer it is. CD INV 07C. Are you ready? Are you ready for the most magical DOS game you've ever seen? Real hardware is real hardware, especially when it's PCs, because I would have to be sat at the other end of the room, which means I wouldn't be able to read the chat. So, let's go. Are you ready?
Cheesy invaders!
Do you remain ready? Let's go.
It's the planet!
I need to up the cycles. Oh wow, I've died instantly because I took my hand off the mouse. My goodness, it's not very smooth, is it? It's usually better than this in DOSBox. This, friends, is Cheesy Invaders. This is a 1996 game, I want to say. Might have been slightly earlier, might be 95 actually. And it is just a Space Invaders clone, but you know, that's what we're all about here. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it really. It's one of these things. It's one of those games that I've always had around. You know what I mean? Like every single computer that we used to have back in the day, there was always a copy of Cheesy Invaders on it somehow. And there was always a floppy disk around with it on. I don't know where we got it from, because I mean I highly doubt that my dad went to cheesysoftware.net and downloaded this. So I've no idea how he got it. What ho, Snorkers? I know exactly what you're talking about. The title is slightly different, and I will perhaps fire it up in a bit if I run out of DOS games.
Bonus 1,500.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Attempt to adjust your TV.
Yeah, that game is a carpal tunnel simulator, certainly. Because you have to do a lot of clicking. And it's actually designed against you holding down the mouse button as well. Because you can hold down the mouse button in that game to fire. Doesn't like you doing it though. And I'll explain why if we get to it. Wow, I managed to dodge all them shots. That was incredible. Attack of the incubated feces. Well, that's just fantastic.
Bonus 2,000.
Hey, this level's kind of stupid.
This level's stupid. It's got chavs throwing bricks at you. That's how stupid it is. At least that's how I see it. There's no other explanation. It's just chavs throwing the bricks. And one of them playing football with his head. Revisiting the OST from GTA 1. You know what? I'm struggling when it comes to GTA 1 and 2. I really do like GTA 2. Brilliant game. But there's certain things that it misses from GTA 1. There's certain little details that would make it that much better, but they just kind of miss out on them.
And more.
Partly the awful cutscenes with the awful put-on accents. You're the monkey on the cheese grater. So now messing around or get a slap. That's pretty much exactly how it sounded. But yeah, GTA 1 is... Also, something that I really like about the old GTAs is... Oh, balls. The announcer. The announcer's brilliant. Especially in... Oh, well, I just love GTA London. It's brilliant. And when it says you're brown bread when you die instead of wasted. Yeah, I think the original 2 GTAs were all homemade music. Original music. Right, everybody. It took me ages to work out where what they'd based this off. There is a bug. They did release GTA 1 and 2 for free a few years ago. And if you know where to find it, it's still free. In fact, it's not very difficult to find, really. But there's a bug where it plays the music instead of the footsteps. Which is a bit strange. I don't know how they managed that. probably when they were replacing the DMA design logo with the Rockstar logo for no reason. History, everybody. But yeah, I do like the old GTAs.
Bonus 3,500.
Phenomena.
Right, this is usually where I drop off this game because it gets extremely difficult. Don't know what it would be. Because they move so fast. Host a video game music podcast. Yeah, definitely give it a go. I think the only problem with it is if it's the same as GTA 2, the actual tracks are extremely short. Yeah.
No one is
Computing.
safe. The safe shall die.
Let's give it another go and see if I can get to the end. Because you see, this is the shareware version. Oh yeah, look how slow it is now compared to the later level. The short but the designed to loop, yeah, that's right. So in total, each radio station's only like 15 minutes. And it's got all the sort of continuity stuff in between and all. Adverts as well. In fact, maybe you could just do a podcast that's the entire GTA radio. That'd be interesting.
Bonus
1,000.
It's a cheese.
There's some choice quotes in this as well. I don't really... I used to think these were bananas. They do look very banana-y. I just... There's something about this aesthetic, this very... I don't know how you describe it. I mean, it's pre-rendered. But there's just... It's very 90s web GIFs. And there's just something comforting about it, for want of a better word. Yeah, it is macaroni, because the level's called Mac and Cheese, Brother Captain Birdseye. Thank you.
bonus 1,000.
Cheesy FM format. Remember, you need some cheesy invaders with your cheesy FM.
To adjust your TV.
Yeah, GTL was great. And it was for DOS. In fact, they played the original GTA on, and if I may plug a podcast that I greatly enjoy, DOS Game Club. You should totally check out the DOS Game Club podcast, especially fans of Kane and Rince, because, well, it's just a good podcast about DOS games. Yes, Firefight. Thank you for being around. Firefight is a member of the DOS Game Club. Full disclosure, I have been on a few episodes. Whether they're the best episodes or not is up in the air. But yeah, it's just a great podcast. It's a bit more freewheeling than the likes of Kane and Rince, but that's a good thing. Oh, is the next one Nomad? Firefight. How many people are on that one? 'Cause I don't think many. I think, judging by what the IRC was saying, not many people really stuck with it. Oh, 3, okay.
500.
Cones, cubes, spheres, and more.
You need to tell them to get over here. There's not enough DGC representation in this stream. I keep looking at the chat and then realising that I need to dodge all these bullets. Yeah, get him to come in here, Firefight. Get him told. Cheers. I've got the IRC open on the other monitor as well. So I could have put it in, but thank you very much anyway, Firefight, for joining. Hope you enjoyed.
3,000.
In fact, speaking of DOS Game Club, I'm going to be on the... Oh no, I was on the previous episode about worms. So there you go. If that's not a reason to go listen, I don't know what is. Also, I don't know what's going on with the bullet graphics from this level onwards. They all look like rotten teeth.
No!
Oh goodness, that was tight. Wonder if I can get to the end again. I've done it once. And it's the end of the shareware version.
500.
Phenomenon.
It occurs to me there's not really much to this game, is there? I did try and get in touch with the guy who made this, Jeff Anderson, and I did manage to get hold of the guy who did the graphics. But that was the very angry death sound. Didn't really get any further than that, unfortunately, because I wanted to know if the registered version actually existed. Who knows? If it did exist at some point, it probably doesn't exist anymore. It may have been deleted, or the floppy disk that it resides on may have succumbed to bit rot.
Bonus 4,000.
There's lots of stuff.
Right, we're up to stuff. Level 8 of the 10 that you get to play. Hopefully I can survive. And of course, as with any Space Invaders game, once they get to the bottom, that's instant game over. Of course, if they also lose your lives, then it's instant game over. And that was Cheesy Invaders. Available from all good DOS game websites.
No one is safe. The safe shall die.
Interesting, my other high score doesn't seem to have been recorded. Strange, unless I got the exact same score somehow. So, that was Cheesy Invaders. But that wasn't the only shareware game that Cheesy Software created. But we also have... let's do the full thing actually, let's get the intro. Just move the window up so it's in the middle of my screen. Cheesy. You can tell I've played this a lot. Very strange noose shadow. Yeah.
Megapede.
See if you can spot the music. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this. There are various different music tracks. They don't quite follow the same theme. Check this out. This sounds like something from... In fact, this sounds almost identical to one of the tracks in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. The start of it, anyway. Okay, next. Then you got this. A cappella. And then you got this. And that is, that's... What is it? Oh, I can't concentrate. And then you got this, which is another strange track. That was Walk This Way by Aerosmith, wasn't it? This is just whatever. Or, alternatively, King of Fighters 98. Oh, is that what it's from? So everything in this game is ripped from something. I'll leave the music off because it is AC/DC, as Profield rightly said. Profeed 101 indeed. So I don't want to get into trouble for using it. There's plenty of audio.
Bad.
As was the style of the time.
I'm the guy with the gun.
Yeah, literally everything in this is just like a quote from some random TV show or movie. And that was the thing with, you know, your shareware games and your PD games, as Enigma 776 is no doubt aware and can corroborate. And yeah, this is a Centipede clone. A pretty good one, I must say. It controls really well, and you know, it's got all the features. It's got the spiders. It's got a few extra bits, and it's for DOS.
I am yours. Every part of me is yours.
Yeah. The Amiga was full of it, DOS was full of it. Because they could just get away with it. No, it was a Wild West back then. Right, now my bar's full. I can do this. And fire a photon torpedo, apparently. And I've got to make sure I move to the right, so I don't get hit. Samplers were cheap, yeah. And let's just wait for this centipede to... There was Daffy Duck. Again, a bit more Looney Tunes representation. Oh, goodness. That could have come later. And there's some guy. I don't know who that is. That might be Jeff Anderson, who created the game. But, hard to tell. Interestingly, he wasn't in the original version that I played as a kid. Right, let's get rid of a load of this centipede. Look at all that gore! Goodness gracious. Oh, balls! It moves really quickly. It's not very smooth either, I will just add that. It's moves along like a grid, which the original doesn't do, I don't think. But it's nice when you've not got a trackball to play it with. A mouse, the mouse control is pretty good. Didn't even get a high score. That's just brilliant, isn't it?
Good.
Try it again. See how far we get this time. I don't know if there is an ending to this one. In fact, I don't even know if this is shareware. I think this might... Well, it is shareware. But I don't know if there was a registered version of this. Doesn't seem to be any indication thereof. And I've certainly never got to a point where it's asked me to register. Right, let's time this. BAM! Hopefully take most of it out. In fact, I might have taken all of it out. Yeah!
Happy, happy, happy. Joy, joy, joy.
I think that was Ren and Stimpy, that one. It's a strange game. But the actual game of it is pretty good. I'm very impressed with it. In fact, I was very annoyed. LGR did a video fairly recently on some
You've reached the bonus level.
shareware discs that he has. And he had one of Megapede, and I was like, wow, this actually got a physical release somehow. And I wanted it, and he said, oh, it was really mediocre. No. But maybe he was thinking of a different game. Also, the bees. The bees! Give me Animal Crossing flashbacks. Oh. You don't lose a life if you die on the bonus level. Thankfully. Again, I just like the aesthetic of this. It's got that... It's very VGA. Ooh, you might have got it all again. Fantastic. No idea what that was. It's just some Top of the Pops, I guess. Despite the fact that this guy lives in Colorado, so he wouldn't have watched Top of the Pops. Laverne and Shirley? What the heck is that? Is that a spin-off of Day of the Tentacle? Damn it! Right, we've got a corridor now. How old are we talking? It does sound kind of 80s. Come on, come on. Walk into my fire, damn it!
Thank you, sir.
Don't know what that was from, but it does sound again like it could be Ren and Stimpy. Or something similar. Right, let's stay somewhere safe. Ah! That wasn't safe at all! This is like that damn dragon in Spyro 3. It was a spin-off of a spin-off of Happy Days. Fantastic. I'd love to play this with a trackball. I bet it's great. I wonder if it actually works right though. I think it would work, because a trackball's just a mouse, isn't it? Depends if it works right. You know what I mean? Probably extremely difficult. trackballs are just difficult anyway. What? I think he bumped against them 3 pixels of egg that were left. So. Yeah, instead of mushrooms, it's stones and eggs. Oh. Didn't really have much chance there, did I? The ship does kind of slide around. Brilliant. I think we've seen all that game has to offer, haven't we? So, speaking of DOS Game Club, one of the members thereof.
That would be cool.
Email me with comments and suggestions or send me beer and pizza. I can't send you beer and or pizza on your email address that you've put in your game. catapent.com.
No squids were injured in the making of this product.
Seal of quality.
Memories.
Memory. Yeah. One of the DOS Game Club members has made a DOS game, as you would imagine. So I'm going to play the registered version here. There is also a shareware version available. In fact, if you go to there is the game link. So let's play a bit. Developed by Voxel, music is by Tyne. I wasn't very good at this last time I played it, so let's see if I'm any better this time. Novice, definitely. Now, oh, okay. Apparently there isn't a novice difficulty. Okay, that's fine. This is still in production, so. Oh. Okay, well, good thing I recorded that, because I can send that to Voxel and say, hey, this don't work. Old Earth. Right, which ship do I want? I think I want the one that can turn. May have some bugs, yeah. That one's the Ripperoo one. I guess we'll go with that one. Right, Detroit. Press accelerate. It's up. 3, 2, 1. Go! So here we go. This is like Micro Machines meets Wipeout, essentially. Oh goodness. Yeah, it kind of is. I think that's a fair assessment, Enigma. Wipeout demake. Oh, balls. Oh goodness. I vaguely remember how this track goes. It's just as difficult as Wipeout. I will give you that. Yeah, heavily inspired by Wipeout, Micro Machines, F-Zero. Well, F-Zero and Wipeout pretty similar anyway. But for DOS, it's a modern DOS game developed this year. And you can try it out right now. Except don't, because you're still watching my stream. And of course, there's more streams to watch later on, after I've done. Crikey! Oh, crikey! You know, when I said I'm not very good at this game, I wasn't lying. But this looks very much like my performance in Wipeout. That was another DOS Game Club podcast that I was on, because did you know Wipeout was also made for DOS? Oh, goodness, come on. Getting around these corners is a bit of a task. Oh, and I keep forgetting that block's there. Right, let's see if we can get the money. Got a bit of it. ATR? Never heard of that one.
Slipspace rupture detected.
Oh goodness. Who's that? I can't see. Whoever just followed it, it'll come up in the chat in a second, and then I can thank you. Personally. Well, I came third. Felice Maggie, thank you so much for following. I'm glad you enjoy modern day DOS games. So I've got a bit of cash, which I believe I can use to upgrade my ship. Look, we're going to Ashens. Let's go. Oh, I can upgrade acceleration, speed, turn, or bounce. I feel that I need to upgrade my speed. And then a bit of acceleration. Oh, I can do both actually. That's a Jimmy.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's even got like the deep modulated voice that Wipeout had. Now my ship's going to be kind of hard to see on this level because it's white and the floor's white. I don't know about the Windows version, but the DOS version is significantly slower and doesn't have the level of detail that PlayStation has. But I don't know if that changes with like a Voodoo card. I played it on my Windows 2000 PC and I had an Nvidia GeForce card in it, so it was probably not running as well as it could have done. But it is extremely slow. Extremely slow. Oh. But yeah, it probably looks great with Glide. In fact, I think when I did a YouTube video just comparing the two, visual comparison, and yeah, somebody put in the comments that it looks a lot better with Glide. You've really got to pay attention, because I don't know if you've noticed the 45-degree lines on the floor. They kind of tell you where the turns are going to be. Oh, crimes. There are also apparently shortcuts, but, well. Music's great as well. Well done, Tyne. Some of the newer DOSBox forks have glide support. Oh, that's great. I have to try that out. I mean, you can get N-Glide, can't you, which sort of works. Haven't tried that in a while, though. Everybody keeps crashing into that pillar there, which is great for me because I could feasibly avoid it, but I keep not doing. Oh! This might be a winner, folks. If I can get round the track without any more trouble. Yes, first place. Aren't I the bestest? Let's see if I can get PCM. PCM, is that virtual machines or is that just emulation? Right, well, speed and acceleration helped me last time, so I'm going to put a bit more in turning as well. Horsepower, yeah, I imagine. I don't know why you'd need bounce. I don't really get how that's going to help me. So. Ah, London.
1, go.
Yeah, that is not too dissimilar from having a VMware or just a hypervisor in general. Oh, cracky. Wow, this looks just like London. Oh, what? That was cheeky. Let's see where I was going, Vauxhall. Unbelievable. I'll have to look into that. It sounds useful. PCM. Because what was the other one? QEMU. Yeah. That's a bit similar, isn't it? But I think that is a VM. Yeah, VirtualBox. Yeah, that as well. I think I've just spotted a shortcut. I just need to remember that it's there. Oh, yeah, there it is. I nearly went into it, but backwards. I need to be collecting more money. Although I think I win money just for winning the race, don't I? So what's up here then? Oh, another shortcut. Oh, sweet. Is that just not really a shortcut? Oh, no, it kind of is, maybe. What? Is it a shortcut? Isn't it a shortcut? Oh, I just went past that shortcut. Oh no, there's another one. So many shortcuts! Yeah, the thing is, if you emulate everything, even down to all the hardware, then you're going to get the most accurate, aren't you? 95 is stuff, you need a good high-performance PC, I imagine so, yeah. It's like with VMs. In fact, I'm just going to have a quick look, see if it is a VM or if it's an emulator. PCM. Yeah, it's just an emulator. But, like I say, if it emulates all the hardware properly, then theoretically it should be accurate. Kiev. Let's see what Kiev's all about. Turning helped speed. Okay, good.
3, 2,
Oh, I mean it's R64 as well. Fantastic. Now that is interesting. So, it's a bit mysterious then. In fact, there is a 486 call for the Mister. Oh, cripes. Fortunately, the AI is just as stupid as I am, so that's good. This music is so good. And thankfully, it's a one-handed game, which is very useful. Well, I imagine it'd be fantastic to play this with like a Saturn controller or something. That anachronistic thing. Saying that, this was a 2020 game, so this is the newest game that I've played, and it's for DOS. I really need to concentrate here. It's all sharp corners. I'll have to ask Voxel what the advantage of being able to bounce is. I'm not really sure about that one. Oh no! Oh, why am I going? It seems like the turn should be a bit earlier, but nope. It's just cheeky like that. Oh no! Third! The music, I believe it is mod files, yeah. I'll check. I mean, they talk about making it all the time in the IRC chat, and well, I don't understand any of it because I'm not a developer. Oh, hooray! I came first overall. I'm good at this game. There you go. That's slip speed. Brilliant. And like I say, it is available on itch.io. I put the link in earlier. Shareware. So copy it. In fact, I think it will fit on a floppy. Let's just see how big the directory is. Yeah, it will definitely fit on a floppy. It's less than 500 kilobytes. This game, this entire game. So that's fantastic. In fact, it's a bit like when Chris O'Regan was playing the modern Amstrad games before. Unfortunately, I don't have any other modern DOS games to show you. Only old ones. Or do I? What on earth is that TTE pin? I have no idea. I'm not going to try it out now. However, I can show you a modern Amiga game. And that, I think, is what I'm going to do. I played this a few weeks ago on stream, but I'm going to play it again. Because it's entertaining. And this is another one that's really, really tiny. I think it's less than 50 kilobytes. So configurations, let's get the old config going. Where's me need the disk. Yeah, I'm not wanting to boot the floppy disk, I just want to use it. Why is it asking me to boot? It should have a hard drive. Bear with me. I'm attempting to use WinUAE. It's an interesting one. Oh, there we go. That worked. Straight in. So let's get the old disk And Enigma is potentially going to be very upset with me for using a pre-configured system. Although, interestingly, it doesn't seem to be picking up the window properly. That's useful, isn't it? There we go. It's easy when you use a pre-configured thing like I am. I'm cheating! Yeah, this is the classic workbench thing, and it works. Works great. So, let's play. Actually. Forgot to turn my controller on, so it probably won't work properly. Let's try that again. I keep forgetting about that, because my controller was just plugged in all the time before, so it just worked. And now I've got to remember to turn it on because it's now wireless. HSTWB. What? They're all. I think there's quite a few different configs, aren't there, that you can get. But this one worked for me, so there it is. The background image is very busy, but I can't work out how to change it. Anyway, let's play a bit of this. So I found this on pue.net. It was a demo. Except it's not a demo, it's a game! And it's a nice game. It's a nice Space Invaders game for Amiga. Clearly I'm just in a Space Invaders mood. There is one thing with this, it does tend to crash sometimes at random. But it's a nice twist because look, you get power-ups. I won't use that power-up yet because if I collect another power-up blobby thing, I'll get to have an extra bullet, basically. And it's a nice Space Invaders game. There we go. The animations are pretty cool. I was very impressed. It took me a while, however, to realise that they were in fact moving down, because it doesn't look like they are at first glance, because they're waving about so much. I like the colours as well. The colours are nice, and it reminds me of the time attack mode from Space Invaders 1500. Which is a great version of Space Invaders for the PS1. And it's a strange one because it's an expanded version of a previous Space Invaders collection, but it's also a budget release, which makes no sense to me. Like, why would you expand it and then sell it for less? You know what I mean? It's an expanded version of Space Invaders 2000. Oh god. Oh god! I wasn't paying attention and I got shot. Balls. Fortunately I keep my bullets. I bet you can guess what a ship does. Yeah, the animations are great. I like the particle effects that we've got going on. One thing I don't like is the laser base, which looks a bit odd. It's got a big funnel at the top. All right, here we go. You ready for this? Oh. That power-up's not very easy to use. Also, it's not a very easy game. Let's give it another go. And amazingly, my bullet was still on screen. Yeah, 50k. You can't expect everything to be perfect, but we've done a really good job, and I find this really enjoyable. I don't really know what speed's in aid of, to be honest. Because if you activate speed, it makes you... In fact, let's do it. It makes you a little bit too twitchy. So it's better to get speed when you've got multiple bullets, because then you can just sort of spray and pray then. There is only one speed power-up though, whereas the others do stack. However, it does allow you to chase the UFO a little bit. There we go. UFO that always gives you 300. Don't think they implemented the counting. Also, the background's really nice. Beauty. Yeah, sometimes it just crashes to the main menu between rounds for no reason. Celebi. Speaking of Space Invaders, there is a Twitter account that I produced, I think is probably the best word for it, called Invaders Bot. So if you like Space Invaders and you like to have random pictures of Space Invaders in your timeline, then go and follow it. It's nice. And it does include this game. Wouldn't be an Amiga game if it didn't, you're damn right. It's not an Amiga game if it's not a little bit janky. Right, I want to get 2 ships and I want to make sure that they survive. So it's like, it's a bit like Gallagher. There we go, look. I'm about to rain death on you from below. That doesn't really work, does it? Also, the ship. It's very difficult to keep that ship alive. Doing pretty well though. However, the invaders get really, really fast at this point. I wouldn't be surprised to see this on a PD collection back in the day. It seems like that sort of thing. In fact, maybe I should send it to Stuart so then he can review it. No hats in it though, unfortunately. Also, there's an annoying issue where if the invader gets very close to the bottom, you can't actually hit it. Yeah, I'll try and when I eventually get a game over, which is going to happen sooner rather than later. Then I'll put a link to it in the chat. Ooh, the question mark. Oh wow. Well, that's what I needed. Daka, Daka, Daka. It's not a good idea to shoot down the middle because they'll still come down really quickly. Oh god, I want the power up. Oh, unfortunately they weren't close enough that I couldn't hit them. It's like the reverse Nagoya technique. Blammo. Still somehow surviving. Have I lost a single life yet? I think I've only lost extra ships, haven't I? I've not lost a life. Oh, speaking of which. Yes! Right, come on. It's because you don't really have direct control over that other ship, so it's really easy for it to get hit. Nothing is impossible, Enigma. Oh, my other ship's gone! Why? Did it get hit by an extant bullet right at the end of that level? Yeah, it does get basically impossible beyond this point. Although... Well, there you go. I was doing pretty well there, to be fair. Let's see if I can get a link for you. There you go. Have a go at that. Oh, it might not actually be 50k, it might even be smaller. It says 32k on there, so it's... presumably a bit less than that. Yeah, it's very cool. It's nice, a nice game to just stick on if you've got 10 minutes. See if you can get any further than me. High score 8,880. Oh boy. Tell you what, let's, because it's 20 past 4 now. And I want to spend a bit of time at the end trying to, because we got through quite a lot of what systems were in the video, which is on at the moment. And I'd like to see if I can name any more of them before we finish. But until then, let's play the game that What Host Snorkers was on about earlier. Hopefully I have it. Yes. So I need to just make sure it'll run in a window so I can actually capture it. Oh, I don't have a saved game. Interesting. Oh, actually, it's borderless, so I don't even need it in a window. Oh, is it borderless? I have no idea. Let's put it in a window. Video mode, full screen. Let's knock that down to that'll do. Nice. Right. So this generic sci-fi music you're hearing at the moment, this is in fact the game that I believe James O'Grady was on about earlier. Because the subtitle was the same, but the title was different. Chicken Invaders, everybody. So Chicken Invaders was, I think it was a 1999 PC game. Another shareware title, and it's since gone completely free if you wanted to try it out. And it spawned tons of sequels. I think we're up to number 5 or 6. This is the 3rd game. And it's just so strange that this little Windows 98 game has got such a following to the extent that it has had this many sequels. It's nuts. So let's give it a go. I'll skip all the story stuff because, well, you can probably guess the story. Let's try it on veteran. I've apparently connected to myself, that's good. So our galaxy, the Milky Way, yeah. This is like a prequel bit. So use the mouse or the keyboard. Prologue. And, in fact, we have a chicken to fight. I'm going to tickle its with my electric gun. I feel like maybe Spyro's flying this ship and he's breathing his lightning breath into the cannons. Tickly tickle! That's just weird, isn't it? Why does it lock on there? Oh! Also, the mouse doesn't lock to the screen, so I better use the keyboard, I guess. Yeah. Definitely use the keyboard. Come on. I think also, I mentioned it yesterday while I was streaming. But there is a reason why it made his hand hurt. We'll explain why in a second. Can't believe I'm playing this. Yeah, it's very good. The gist of it is it's Star Trek Voyager, basically. So, you can fire shots. If you hold down the button, it rapid fires, right? But notice the thing at the top left, it's a overheat thing. If I was to tap the fire button, you'll notice it doesn't overheat anywhere near as fast. Which is a stupid mechanic, I think, because if you have got like wrist problems, then you're never going to be able to play this game, are you? It's terrible. I'm going to try it with the mouse again, because it is designed to be played. Oh, can't play it with my controller, what a shame. Also, you can get power-ups, but there's another problem with this game, is that when you get to later levels, the chickens get a lot tougher and they take more hits to defeat. But if you die, you lose your power-ups. You lose some of your power-ups, so that means you're just spending ages clicking and clicking and clicking just to shoot one flipping enemy. Clicking the chicken, as it were. There are also different weapons, because it's a game. And they get different formations of chicken. It's a bit, it's very Gallagher, actually. Oh, I've clicked out the window again. God's sake. Okay, let's stick with the keyboard. Very Gallagher. You can't get the dual ships, of course, but the rest of it kind of similar. And these levels remind me of the Galactic Dancing stages in the old Gallagher 88. So this is a game. This is the fact that this is a game just is enough. It came out of the sort of era that elf bowling was a thing. You know, that sort of thing. Also, they lay eggs like it's going out of style. Man. So yeah, it's a strange piece of shareware, but Windows era shareware, which is an odd thing. Shareware kind of died with DOS, but there was still a little bit of a bastion. And you still had demos and stuff. I do intend to do a video where I play all of these as well. For no reason other than they're kind of nostalgic. I used the first one I played at a friend's house, and then I found the sequel, and it came out a few years later, and I was very impressed with it when I was a kid. In fact, I want to say the sequel came out around 2003. It had some really cool music, and it's just weird how much of a production value it's got. I mean, it's not a bad looking game, really, is it? I think this one was 2008 or 9. Oh look, missiles! What are the missiles going to look like? Are they going to look like missiles? Oh, I can snipe them, look, fantastic. Don't know what the coins do. I think they're just points. And yeah, asteroids have always been a thing in Chicken Invaders. They do sometimes have stuff in them, but I'm happy with my orange sniping thing, so I will stick with that. PopCap now. Oh yeah, reflexive arcade. Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's a piece of history, isn't it? That nobody ever talks about. Yeah. Or even better, real arcade. Yes. Real arcade, man. That. I've covered a few real arcade games on my channel, namely, actually I've only done one. I think I've only done one actually. It was Texatomic's Big Bot Battles, which is a hell of a title, and that game was only ever available on real arcade, and it's not a bad game. That's the problem. It's not a bad game. It's marred by dreadful controls, but you build a robot and then fight against other robots. It's great. There was another game called Axis Arena that I really enjoyed as a kid, which is an arena shooter, a bit like Unreal Tournament and all that, but you can fly. So it's a not quite a 6 degrees of freedom, but it's getting there. 3 degrees of freedom, I guess, because you can't roll or anything. And that was really cool. And again, that was in the West, it was only on real arcade. But yeah, it was a strange time. I suppose somebody had to be there first for the old digital distribution thing, and it was early days, so it took ages to download the game. But yeah, there was some interesting stuff on that. The one, actually no, I've just remembered there was another real arcade hit that I played in a game that you can still buy, incredibly, called Brave Dwarves 2, which is the most it's the most hackneyed flipping Manic Miner style platform I've ever seen, or rather Jet Set Willy style. It's just so, it's really tacky. I think is the best term for it. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a piece of history that just nobody ever talks about. Oh look, it's a Martian tripod, but it's a chicken. But a lot of them you can still buy from Big Fish games, I discovered. And well, most of the PopCap games you can play on Steam. There are a few missing, but there are ways and means of getting hold of them. Main one for me was a game called Atomica, which has never been re-released outside of real arcade. Or I think PopCap had it on their own website for a while after it was released, but they got rid of it. I don't really know why. Because it's a really cool game, puzzle game, a bit like. I don't really know what it's like, actually. It's not like anything I've played, really. I mean, it's probably ripping off some game or other. But, yeah, very cool game. Actually, there's another thing about PopCap games. Or, I suppose, Flying Bear Games. Who made well, Flying Bear, I think their first game was in Sun Aquarium, which was one of the PopCap staples. But the original one was a web version, which was a bit different. I mean, it was the same premise, but it was a little bit different to the full game, the deluxe version, as it were. And there were a few that were like that. Atomica was another one. What are the other PopCap games? I think most of them did have web versions, which was kind of innovative at the time. But they have totally been lost to time because they weren't. I don't think they were Flash. I think, if anything, they were either Java or Shockwave. And well, Shockwave's a relic in and of itself. So yeah, getting them to run, just asking for trouble. Vulcan Cannon! Oh, another Vulcan Cannon. That's useful. Yeah, it's a shame. Because once again, history that's just gone. Oh no, I overheated my gun. Why is this a thing in a shoot 'em up? It's stupid. Also, the more burgers and chicken legs you collect, the more smart bombs you get. Just so you know. I remember there was another digital distribution platform back in the early 2000s. I can't quite remember what it was called. Was it called something like no, I'm feeling like it had Tango in the name somewhere, but I'm probably totally wrong. Yeah, that just ended up being malware basically. And I think Real Arcade was to a certain extent. I mean, Real Player was bad enough. Yeah, but they kind of had to do, like I said, they had to be someone to do it first. Crap. Now I've lost all my power-ups, which means these things are going to be a pain in the ass to defeat. Oh no, N key rollover! I don't have it, which is strange. I should do. I need some more power-ups. There is a cheat mode you can activate, but that's cheating. Oh good. It's still close for renovation after 10 years. How did I fire the smart bombs actually? Is it... That answers that question. Yeah, there's loads that I can't bring to mind of yet. But Steam was 2003, so that was pretty early on, and that managed to survive on the strength of Half-Life and all that. In fact, it was kind of useless until Half-Life 2 came around. But I seem to recall I used Steam for something back in 2003, because I remember the old UI. But I can't remember what it was. It may have been Counter-Strike Source, actually. That might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because didn't Half-Life 2 require Steam? That was the first one to actually require Steam. What was on it then before it sort of became a big thing? There can't have been many games. In fact, was it just Half-Life mods? Is that all it was for? The original games, yeah. Or was it all just Valve stuff? I guess it probably was, wasn't it? I mean, that's a very well documented bit of history, that, because it's Steam, isn't it? So. Counter-Strike Competition Zero, right. And that was a Steam exclusive. I actually have not big box copies of the original Half-Life 2s, but I think I've got episode 1 and episode 2, and I've also got the orange box. They all require Steam. But I'm recalling now actually that I think there were certain releases of Half-Life 2 that didn't require it. I think, from memory, I'm not 100% on this, but I think when it came out, a lot of people bought it and then complained that they had to have Steam. So they re-released it without the Steam. Oh, all versions. Am I thinking of something else then? Right. I'm sure there was one game where it had a Steam on the release and then people complained. Ooh, splat. There you go. I don't want that. Play one more level of this. Wasn't made by Valve. Huh. I mean, there were big box copies of it. There was, there were 3, at least. Probably more. And each one has a different portrait on it. So there's one with Freeman on it, one with G-Man, and one with Alex. I was watching some Half-Life 2 speedruns a couple of weeks ago, and man, I wasn't expecting what I saw. It was incredible. Bronze, silver, and gold. What's that mean? Are they just like different versions? Right, I'm thinking, I don't really want to go back to the red one because that spreads out and, well, you end up missing everything basically. Don't really like spread firing games. Also, I'm getting really fed up with this thing overheating. Oh, power up, thank you. Oh, there it is, there's my yellow thing. Let's have that back. Yes! Time to destroy. This is a lot more efficient. Ah! Day of Defeat. That's one, isn't it? It's not a great title, is it? Because it implies that you get defeated. Was there a box copy of Half-Life Source? I know there was one of Counter-Strike Source. In fact, I think I have it. Suddenly an update meant you needed a legit keyword before it was optional. Despite having the original copy of the game, I no longer had one. Is that what I'm thinking of then? About the people complaining about the game requiring Steam? Yeah, there was definitely something like that. And that might be what you're on about, Name Hayes. Or rather, that might be what I'm on about. Eggship flyby. These gonna be... They look like the missiles, except... Oh, 1. Oh man, forgot about 1. What did that even stand for? There was also the likes of Zone, the MSN Zone, and oh well, the Game Spy. That was a classic, wasn't it? Oh, so did they sell the games with duplicate keys then? I guess they were just to activate it, and then... Oh dear, that's pretty poorly managed. But they won that particular game, so hey. What's this? Oh, this is the electric one. It's not very efficient. Well, let's try it anyway. I remember my first purchase on Steam was Doom 2. And I remember being annoyed at the time that I had to download Steam in order to download the game. But then I bought Oddworld and never looked back. I kind of wish I could play that again, but I've already played it recently, so I'll just get fed up with it if I try. Come on, chickens, get out of the way. Yep. Is this square done? Oh, this is. Once again, I'm noticing that I am running out of things to say about Chicken Invaders because it is literally what it says on the tin. It's a good game, not amazing, but good. And it's chicken. That's all I gotta say about that, Jimmy. You know what? I'm wondering if I have a copy of. Did any of you ever play Ricochet? It was an old Arkanoid style game from the early digital distribution days, and it's still available. Like I say, on Big Fish Games. Reflexive Games was one, but no, what I'm on about is Ricochet. Oh no, Reflexive Games developed it, didn't they? Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was a cool game. Yeah, I remember it being cool anyway, and there were tons of sequels to that as well. I don't know where they got the money for all these sequels, but it's like all them hidden object games. They must have such a huge market because there's so many of them. Yeah, well, the thing I remember about Ricochet is that the real arcade version was called Rebound for some reason. Don't really understand why that was. Right, let's knock this game on the head because it's well, it's petered out. It's just the same thing over and over, and while it's enjoyable to play, it's not really much to talk about. Well, we've got another 20 minutes yet, so I'm just trying to think how we can fill it. Or do we need to fill it? Maybe we can just have a nice chat about early digital distribution. Let me just have a look through my games directory and see what I've got. I don't think I have any on here, actually. I think they're all on... well, they're not installed, put it that way. I've got a folder called Crap Games. That's not quite right. But yeah, it was an interesting time. I remember distinctly there was even like a subscription system you could get for Real Arcade called Game Pass, which made... I find it amusing that you've also got the Xbox Game Pass because it makes me think of Real Arcade, so that's quite entertaining. But yeah, that was a thing. I can't remember how much it was. I'm seeming to recall it was quite expensive, but it might have been like an annual thing rather than a monthly thing. And I think you got one free game a month through it. But given that all the games were a bit naff, they were all casual games, you know. Just have a quick... there's nothing there, is there? I did have it about somewhere, the Real Arcade client, and thought we could have a look through it because it still loads and you can still have a look at what games were there because it's got like some cached stuff. But alas, alack, you can't actually buy anything. Just have a quick look. Archive.org. Because undoubtedly there's going to be something on here. You see, it's been replaced with Gamehouse, but there's nothing on there. I've looked. Realarcade.com, yeah, that was it. Realarcade.com. Let's see if we can have a look. Let's have a dip into history, everybody. Since this is a computing history stream, and also my My throat is starting to get a bit sore. So the earliest one is March 31st, 2001. Let's try that. There you go, look. Ah, it says coming soon, so let's go to 2003. Real1arcade.com. See if it ever loads. Oh yeah! I forgot about that as well. There were hang on. Capture cursor. There were a load of Sega games, and this was the first time I played Echo the Dolphin, was through Real Arcade. However, let's see if we can find out about Game Pass. There it is, look, Rebound. So it's $6.95 a month. So it's amazing that, I wonder how they managed to swing that. Because that can't have been an easy one to get hold of. Oh look, it's redirecting somewhere else now. I seem to recall it was also the first time I played Sonic CD and I didn't get very far in it. Here we go, look, here's some games that you could have played back in 2003 on Real Arcade. Let's zoom in a bit. Get that full experience. There we go. No, not quite that far. Sonic 3D Blast, yeah, I played that as well. Sega were in trouble. Yes, of course, Dreamcast was failing. What a shame. Shame about the Dreamcast. It was the only decent home version of Daytona until the Xbox 360. Gutterball 3D. You see, all these, the very shockwavy. Foxy Rhino, thank you very much for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying this look at an old website. Diamond Mine. That's flipping bejeweled, you cheeky beggars. Oh. Well, let me look. But yeah, that is well bejeweled. That, look at that picture. Don't know how well you can see it on your end, but that. Why is it called Diamond Mine? That's bizarre. They look brave dwarves too. There it is. No, that's not going to work either. But I do have it on my hard drive. Most were ripped off from each other, and it didn't surprise me. I mean, there was Snood as well on here, and that was Puzzle Bobble basically. Bookworm was a PopCap game indeed. Super Collapse. What was that? That wasn't PopCap, was it? Let's jump around different years and see what changes we can see. Airstrike 3D, I played that as well. I don't know why I played so much of it because it was awful. Spider-Man 2. Jewel Quest. Now, yeah, I mean, all the top 3 here are PopCap games. Hey Owen, how's it going? You came at kind of a bad time because I'm going to be finished in 10 minutes. But it's fine because I'll be sending you over to the Centre for Computing History channel. Yeah, look, the Platypus, oh wow. Do I have that on CD? Oh yeah, because there was a thing called Galaxy of Games. That was like a shareware CD basically, but the Windows XP era. And yeah, that was kind of an awful claymation shooter. In fact, I believe it's also on Steam, amazingly. Well, it's good to see you, Owen. Given that I couldn't see you at the Retro Games Fair because it won't be on, will it? Unlikely. So I won't see you there. So it's nice to say hi. They made an Airstrike 2, Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, so that was you kind of wish you could just go in and just download everything from here. And I think there must be somewhere where you can get hold of these games still. Because, well, to put it simply, that's how I got hold of the Big Bot Battles game. Somebody sent it me. And it was a file that you had to import into the Real Arcade client, which you can still get hold of. So yeah, there's totally archives somewhere, but once again, if I nip over to bigfishgames.com, we can see that a lot of them are still available. Oh dear, and they've changed the site. Oh, for goodness sake. Where was the thing that said classic site just there? Where's it gone? Oh, does this mean they've got rid of the crap games? See, they've still got the mystery case files, which is just hidden object games. Time management, that sounds tedious. What the heck does that mean? Let's click on it and find out. Oh yeah, and they keep trying to push all these discounts on you because, let's face it, nobody is buying games from Big Fish. It's a bit dodgy. These are all just going to be clickers, aren't they? Yeah. Boring. I wonder... Oh. I used to love Dino Dash, and that was another one from that era. That was brilliant. Anyway. That's quite enough of that, I think. So, let's keep an eye on the old computing history channel. Hidden object games. They were proper stock in trade at that era. I don't really I don't entirely get why. I mean, surely once you've played one, you've played them all. You know what I mean? They're not exactly point and clicks in that they don't. Well, I'm saying that I've never actually played one, or I might have played one or two like flash point and click hidden object games, but I can't imagine them to be terribly engaging. You know what I mean? Because you're just finding objects that are hidden. You know what I mean? So anyway, this clip that we've got on at the moment is from the Centre for Computing History, and well, let's see how many things we can spot before the time's up. So this is a PS2, of course, running Space Invaders Anniversary. This is not me playing. This is somebody else. This is my friend. He's not doing a very good job, as you can see. But to be fair, this 3D version of Space Invaders is quite difficult because it's not. The bullets don't go straight down. If you know what I mean, it's kind of nebulous. You can't easily tell where things are going. And it also doesn't help that you can't really see the entire screen either. You can zoom out, but once again, you've got the issue of it being 3D. And amazingly, they were cheeky enough to say that this was brand new. It's not, because it had been done in Space Invaders 1500. I know altogether too much about Space Invaders, don't I? That's what you get for doing a video about its history. It's 40-year history. This is Banana Space Invaders. Is that... Oh wait, are you on about... What's it called? Space Invaders Invasion Day. That is bad news, that game. Yeah. It's hardly a Space Invaders game, in fact. And in the States, it was called Space Raiders, which makes me wonder if it was even a Space Invaders to begin with. Hey.
Must be the whole damn Covenant fleet.
One life left is raiding us. Fantastic. Oh, and the bot said that's 1 times now. That's good. Well, that's good, because the people who have just come along from the raid will be raiding again. Or raiding them again. What do you call... What is it when somebody is part of a raid? A raidee? A raider? I guess the raidee would be the person who is raided. Space raided, maybe. Have we had another donation since? It hasn't come up on the screen, has it? Raider. Tuscan Raider. Let's just have a look and see where we're at with the donations. £309. That's incredible. Goldfish on Game, yeah. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I mentioned that one, didn't I? Yeah. That was earlier. So we're actually doing really well towards the target, aren't we? 30% already. I'm expecting it to grow massively tomorrow because I think, well, this evening we've got some heavy hitters. And tomorrow we've got some heavy hitters. So I expect if we're going to reach the £1,000 target, it's either going to be tonight or tomorrow. But we'll see. Well, it can only be tonight or tomorrow now, can't it? Duh. Oh boy, you can tell I'm knackered. Oh, look, this is the Dragon 32 version. What is it? Maybe you can explain this, Enigma. What was it about Dragon 32 games where they really, really liked to make them with green backgrounds? Was it just because they had the ability to do so? Or was it like the default colour? I don't know. It's always very green, the Dragon 32 games. This is Spinvaders for the ZX Spectrum, and you'll notice that it uses character sprites, or whatever you call it. Oh, even the basic was green. Man, that must have been difficult to look at. And yeah, because it uses the characters, it means it's extremely easy. Because you only need to stand in one spot and you're guaranteed to hit the invaders. Retro Ponder, thank you very much for following. But of course, my mate Chris still ended up dying an awful lot. It's favoured by the Welsh, I believe. It's in fact it's a Welsh machine, isn't it? Hence the name Dragon 32. What was 32 about it? Was it just did it have some sort of nebulous 32-bit instruction set? Oh, okay. 32K, right, of course. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Ah, you're Welsh. Well, I better not put my terrible Welsh impression on then. It really is terrible. This is Dragon Attack. This is a really cool game for the Sword M5 computer. And this is the sort of thing that they've got at the centre. These really obscure systems. I mean, I would never have known about Sword M5 if I hadn't come here. And I mean, getting hold of one's kind of difficult. They're very rare. But that's why we need museums like this, because it gives everybody a chance to experience things that they probably wouldn't have done. Was it indeed? When 1980... Oh, you can't tell from that. There's a sign next to it that says... But you can't tell what year it was. But yeah. Even if it was not much of a... what was I saying? Even if it wasn't much of competition for the rest of the computers, it's still worth knowing about, I suppose, isn't it? Here's a load of computers, and they're going by so fast that I can't possibly name them all, even if I did know what they all were. Well, you know Jet Set Willy. That one's kind of obvious. This is a PSX. PSX is interesting. That's a PlayStation DVD player, which is a strange situation. And, you know what else? Hey! They've got the same TV as me. You know what? Centre for Computing History, their channel is now online, so I guess I better ship you all over there. It's a shame we can't keep looking at this video, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for that. Because right now you've got to go over to where they are. So, let's go. I will see you all on the other side. Wow. Okay, here we go.